Hello, I'm Scott, the breathing guy. I will train you to locate, generate, activate core key energy in physical activity. This video series is driver swing mechanics with key energy. The first lesson is driver swing mechanics, stage 1. There's 4 stages, and it's address and taking the club back. This is part 1, the left side of the upper body development. There's 4 areas in every golf swing you have to develop: lower body, upper body, and hand's ability to snap. This is upper body. I have a video on the lower body already. That's where you come really firm, create the coil. The upper body is a contrast between firm and soft. The left side is about being firm, the right side is about being soft. And in your swing to take it back, it lets you separate the shoulders to a greater extent. Because the greater the separation between shoulders and hip, where your shoulders go back and the hips don't, is part of the swing development if you want to improve your dynamic swing itself. So let's get into it. The first thing you have to do is tip your hips and soften your shoulders down. All golf swings should start with a soft body, then you build from the ground up. The more you can soften down, the more you can separate parts of your body in order to create the golf swing. So, first thing, soften your shoulders down, make them down. Tip your hips, bring your head back, square your shoulders back. Now, this is the exercise to get the proper area connection of the left arm to the torso itself. And if you try this, bring your hand just above your head, just like this, angle, you can see, not over your head, and put it right in the middle of your nose, face, right in the middle of the face. Come down, and if your arm is straight, this is as far as it's going to go. See my arm here? It links here with your shoulders. Now, if your shoulders are rotated forward, like this, it'll go all the way to the bottom. But if your shoulders are square, and if you look at all the great pros, they have square shoulders. The shoulders are perfectly square, the head, the spine is straight. That's why you tip your hips forward so you can get rid of the arch. So if you do this, oh, okay, someone can push on it, and you'll feel the pressure here to keep it from going down. That's the goal, is have it link here. Now when you get to here, you rotate your shoulder down, brings your head back, and then you tighten the muscle right here. Just tighten that one muscle here and your shoulder muscle. Now it locks that arm in place. So when you lean forward, that sets the arm angle itself, and make sure the wrist is down. So if you come down, maybe point your wrist down and lock it in. When you're coming down, point your wrist down like that, involved. And then you come down, and that way when you take your club back, it's straight across your chest. So many people have, with the driver even, it's too low because their shoulders are blades are separated too far forward. Makes your hand weak. The more the shoulders are this way, it weakens the hands. It actually weakens the whole body, but I can prove it weakens the hands. But if you square your shoulders, you can engage your hands better, and it locks if you want to say, the skeleton frame. We're dealing with the muscles, holding it in place. The left arm, this is part 1, first part, the left arm dynamics. So, when you get notice my grip, here you squeeze here, bring it just, well, if you want to say bring the hands even with your forehead, as long as it's above, square your shoulders, come down like this, and then rotate that shoulder down, and then tighten the pec muscle and squeeze the little fingertip. That arm is there. So when you go forward like this, and then tip your hand like that. So when you want to say come down, that's it, and then you're down like there. And you're ready to go for your wrist. That's going to be later on when I deal with the wrist. How do you make your hands, taking the club back? So in this whole area, it's a hard and soft contrast, yin and yang, soft. So the left side is firm. The firmer connected the arm, the straighter the elbow, the more dynamic force. So when you move, that rotates the shoulder. It's moving exactly, it's connected. So when you hit anything, your shoulders aren't floating. You can transfer the most amount of force down your arm into your hands. Remember, the whole goal of the rotational force between the hips, turn, shoulders rotate, is to transfer force to the hands. Then the hands convert it to a snap. for the club head. It's all about the club head. But with this involved for the left side, to be firm. But to always remember, hips tilt forward, come start up here, let it just come here. And the hand, see how the hand is right in front of my face, right down the middle, not to the side. You do that, it goes down. You do this, it stops right there. And then rotate your shoulder down to firm it, tighten that area down. Now you're solid. You can go back like this, but it can't go up and down. Why do you want your heads back? If your head, you can test this. If your head's forward, like a little bit even, not that much, let my shoulders come up and down. But if you rotate your shoulder and put your head back, your shoulders stay up. They don't go up and down. The position of the head, I always say it's about feet, core area, hips, feet, hands, and head. Feet, hands, and head. Because if your head's forward, shoulders will float. Then you have to do extra effort. You tighten the wrong muscles. It hurts your golf swing. This is dividing the upper body's ability from firm to soft. The right side is soft, the left side is firm, taking the club back. Bring the club to the ball. That's it. Then you have a whole different other contrast after that. But understanding how, as a ritual, to get that left shoulder connected will help you soften the right shoulder. Because the mind will say, okay, but if you do this, you just like this, you tighten, and you go back and you squeeze like this. Both sides are firm, and if you tighten the right shoulder, you can test this. Tighten the right shoulder like this, and try to turn your shoulders, it pulls the shoulders, or you go one action. The people do that because the right shoulder should be soft, the right elbow should be soft. More you soften the right elbow, the shoulder, and your shoulders are square, the more separation you can create with your shoulders and hips. That's the key element there. So this is stage one, dress and taking the club back. Part one, left side development to be firm, and the beginning to contrast to the right side being soft.